Mr. Delishi's case, or Chico, as he's known, really had a huge impact on my career for many different reasons. First, it was a case where he had tripped on some construction debris and had very serious neurological condition as a result of the injury. When we first started the case, it was difficult because I had to establish where that construction debris came from. And the first couple witnesses were very difficult. They were very evasive. They were not really giving me the information that I needed. But sure enough, the more witnesses I questioned and the more I began to put the pieces together, we started to understand how the debris got there and who the parties were that caused it to be there. But more importantly than that, during the entire time that I represented Chico, we never had any meetings in my office. He had very serious injuries. He didn't really want to leave his home. He really couldn't leave his home. And I was more than happy to go to his home in New Jersey and meet with him and his family. And they really welcomed me in as a member of their family. And he really put his entire trust and faith in me. He would always walk me out, and right before I left his home, he would look at me every single time and say to me, you know, my life is in your hands. And that had a profound impact on me. When I filed the lawsuit, there were 7 defense attorneys. If you walked in the courtroom, you would see me on one side, and then they moved the tables into the shape of an L, and there were 7 attorneys at the other side of the table. Other thing I remember about the case was the importance of using what we call demonstrative exhibits. The testimony in the case was he fell on a piece of conduit or pipe. And the testimony in the case is that when these pipes were delivered to the job site, they were delivered in bundles of 10, 100 feet long pipes. And so to give the jury an idea of how dangerous this condition was, I went out and purchased a bundle of 10 pipes, 100 foot long. And I put those long, dangerous pipes right in front of that defense table with the 7 defense attorneys. And what would happen was I would do my examination, and then each of the 7 attorneys would get up and have to do their examination. And as they did, they would have to get around these pipes. And it was dangerous, and they had to be careful, and they moved very gingerly, and they knew they were there. But the jury could see just how dangerous this condition was. This is a condition that should not have been there in the first place. And I think that demonstrative exhibit was very, very important in helping us to do well in the case. And we settled the case for really, I think, a satisfactory number after 3 weeks. I always worked hard. I always put everything I had into my cases, but this was something different. I wanted to get him the best result that I could because I knew how important it was, and because I really got to know his family. I could see how it affected his entire family. I really wanted to get a great result for him. And then the postscript to the entire story is this, and to this day, and I'm still in touch with him, and I see him from time to time, to this day, when he sees me, he refers to me as his brother. And to be able to work in a profession and do a job where someone has that kind of gratitude for the job that you did, and to be able to deliver when someone puts that kind of trust in you, is just an amazing way to make a living.